This is the Starlab Deep Dive. Welcome to the monthly episode of the Starlab Deep Dive, where we ask the right questions, go deep into the specifics, and interview experts about the hottest topics in science. Your host, Klaus Ambos, and today's guests are Hannah and Marie, founders of oclean, a startup from Hamburg centered all around waste, plastic, and how to handle it. Enjoy!
Hello again, I'm Klaus Ambos, your host, and I have the great pleasure today to have as guests oclean, and I have two very nice women in front of me, Marie and Hannah. So welcome to our latest podcast. How are you today?
Hi, I'm very fine, thank you. I'm Marie.
Hi, I'm Hannah, her sister, and I'm fine too, and it's nice to be here.
Fantastic. So the company's name that you're representing is oclean. So what is behind oclean, and what is your personal idea and basically the purpose of what you're doing?
So oclean, first of all, the word oclean stands for ocean and clean. But in general, we don't really collect trash from the ocean, but we collect trash in the city. So we organize city cleanups, and we want to raise awareness for the whole trash topic and waste reduction. And this is our main focus, that we want to communicate this topic with people, and we organize events and cleanups and workshops and a lot of things to raise awareness.
Yes. Oh, sorry. There's so much water around Hamburg, and our river Elbe goes into the North Sea. So, the oceans are like the bigger picture, but it's important for us to do the cleanups in Hamburg just as a prevention. Yeah.
So, with oclean, what motivated you to embark on that journey?
A lot of things actually motivated us. First of all, we were always talking about sustainability a lot with our friends, and it interested us a lot. And one day we were just thinking, okay, let's just do something. We have to take action and not only talk about things. So we saw the trash on the floor and outside in the nature, and we thought, yes, let's pick it up. And it was like such an easy thing to do. So this was the first step, that we thought, okay, let's pick up trash.
Yes, and with our marketing know-how, we really wanted to do something good, and it was just such a good opportunity to start. And we realized that cleanups are really fun, and you are outside, and you just can do it with your friends, and so that's where we started.
Yes, and generally we were looking for something meaningful to do, something with a sense, because after work we came home and I wasn't really happy or confident with what I was doing. So other friends who were doing something, in my opinion, meaningful, they were telling me about their jobs, and I was thinking, oh wow, this sounds so nice, and I want the same feeling, and I want to do something good too. And so this is how the idea was born. Yes, we saw your Instagram account, and we're very impressed with the colorful look. It's really, really nice. We really like it, and a lot of nice information is being showed there, and a lot of cool stuff. But what generally is behind the company? Like, what sustainable actions do you take?
Yeah, that's a very good point. I mean, for us, sustainability and becoming greener is a key goal, and we are really striving to become greener and greener. And for example, to make it a little bit more visual, every new product that we are inventing will basically be with less plastic than the current one. And for example, we also have invented a system that is basically a stacking system of pipette tips, which basically eliminates 67% of the plastic than the former versions had. So that's very important. But also, we want to become more green in a way that, or sustainable in a way that you can use our products longer, or you may have a kind of dual use of our products if possible. And at the end, when the product needs to be scrapped, I mean, we want to be, one of the best, recyclers in our industry, and we do a great job already in the UK. We are ramping up in Germany, Austria, France, and Italy. And at the very end, the idea is to have one overall recycling system for Europe, and making sure that these recycled products, will become a new modern product, and ideally a new Starlab product. That's a long journey we have embarked on, and I'm sure within the next podcast I will give more and more information on that. It's easily said, but not easily done. That's part of our story as a company, and also within the company, of course, we are almost every time encouraging our people to give us ideas and advices how to become more green within our offices. And that's also your topic, I know, and that's why I guess it's great to have you here to discuss what else we can do.
Amazing. Yeah, it's always good to get out of the comfort zone and to be brave. And it's really impressive. Thank you very much.
And how do you currently do it? I mean, we have the pandemic, and therefore you, I guess, will not be able to see customers in person. So what exactly are you doing in this time before there will be an after Corona time?
Yes, so currently we organize everything digitally, of course. It's not the same, but we arrange ourselves quite well with this. And we organize, for instance, workshops digitally and trainings. So we tell the people what alternatives they can use, for instance, alternative products, but what they can do to improve their handling with plastics and resources, but also we want to motivate people to go outside and collect trash themselves in front of their own house. And it works quite well, but of course it's not the same. We can't wait to go outside again and collect trash in a group.
Yeah, it's such a pity because the people really, they would like to collect trash at the moment. They have time and they are looking for a sense. So it's really a pity. And we would say that the cleanups are kind of a gray zone because we are outside, we could wear our masks, but it's just, we don't know if we can do it now. So we have to wait a little bit, and it's a pity, but we are looking forward to do it very soon.
And especially we are trying to use social media to also transfer information and give tips and advice how to change things in your own everyday life. And this is quite nice for us that social media is quite big, and we can use it on a daily basis to communicate with our community. Yes.
That's very interesting. I mean, we, Starlab, as you know, we are producing and selling products that are made of plastic for the life science researchers. So we are basically coming from the side that we enable the researchers to do a great work for all of us. Whereas, if I understand it correctly, you are working basically with all consumers. So it doesn't matter where they work or if it's private or not, which company. You are basically addressing the topic of reducing waste, or at least collecting waste if there's any, from the private side. So how are your experiences so far? Are people really willing to accept that, or are they a little bit reluctant to talk about that topic? What would you say?
Yeah, it's just really, I mean, first of all, the topic trash addresses all of us. So this is just really, nobody can say it's not my topic. And we started with the private people, and it's like we said, okay, friends, family, everybody can join us. And in the future, we would like to work more with the companies and put pressure on them and on everything, like on the production side and on the, like the packaging and stuff like that. But yeah, we start with the people around us and not the private people. And for the future, we would like to work with the companies as well. Yeah.
Yes, I think it's like Hannah just said, everybody's business, everybody's producing trash, and people like to blame others, and I think consumers like to blame companies and say, okay, they need to change something, it's their business, and I think companies like to blame consumers and say, okay, they need to change something, and in our opinion, we all can do something from different perspectives, and it's important that we all work together and change something.
Yeah, I guess you are connected or interconnected with a great community that a lot of people who are really interested to save the earth. So I guess also in Hamburg. And so how does it work, basically, the interchange or communication with all the different groups in Hamburg? Are you doing it via calls or video calls, or how do you do it today?
We use different channels. As I just mentioned, social media is quite important for us, and also via direct messages we communicate a lot with people. But video calls are important too. We always like to see people who we are communicating with, so this is a big channel for us as well. But we also have a newsletter where we like to communicate and give out information. So we have all the different channels that enable us to communicate, but seeing people in person, this of course is not happening right now.
Right, yeah.
Yes, we are really missing this, but we hope that things get back to normal soon again.
And we look forward to do the cooperation cleanup. So it's like oclean X and then another company in Hamburg, so that we can like collect trash together. And it's really nice to to get all the people together and just do.
Yes, especially during COVID right now. I think we have already evolved this. We see the trash everywhere. We spot it everywhere. We're very specialized in spotting trash on the streets. So we see all the single-use plastics right now a lot. But we are also asking ourselves if the COVID situation makes the sense for sustainability better or worse. I don't know. How is your perspective on this? Or do you think that people are more willing to change something? Or is it not that important during COVID right now?
Yeah, I would say that it is absolutely getting more and more important, because people are really taking care of our Earth and have understood that this has to be done right now. Otherwise, the future for all of us or our children will not be the best one. So I guess that people really have a fantastic awareness of that. Sometimes, I mean, you're more in the consumer market, where a private person, I mean, people really have issues to understand all the regulations. And I personally also have some challenges, basically to, split up the waste in the right way. So what can be recycled, what has to be trash, and so on, and carton and so on. And then you just made the point, single material plastic. I mean, we as a company, we only use single material plastic. It's either PP or PE, and we are really taking care of that. This can be recycled later on. But when you see it from the industry side, I mean, we always say we follow the 3 R's. We are trying at first to reduce the plastic already when we develop a product, because that's the best way to save our Earth. But we still need, of course, plastic to build up the product. Then we try to reuse it if possible, as long as possible. And if it cannot be reused anymore, then we try to recycle it. And this is very important because it is really currently, especially in the pandemic, all the laboratories and the researchers have to use a lot of plastic to do their work. And it is really important that we have solutions on that. On the other hand, when I talk about Starlab, I mean, our headquarters is also based in Hamburg. And when I drive to work, I see a lot of trash left and right. And also in our company, that's always a topic. How can we do better? How can we become greener? Not only with our products, but we ourselves in our company. And I guess that's where you basically step in and help us as a company to become better, right?
Yes, that's really what we want to do, and it's just really how everybody can just do something. It's really about a start, and that we just treat the theme right, and just it's about awareness and education, and it's about fun too. That we think it's just such an important topic, and it's fun to discuss this and to talk about it.
Yeah. Yes, and great point with the 3 R's, reduce, reuse, recycle. We try to encourage companies, but also individual people to just remember these 3 R's, because you can change a lot by remembering these. And so if every company would just try to approach this topic a little bit, I think we could really reach big goal together.
I can feel your energy, and our listeners cannot see you, unfortunately, but I have two young women in front of me, and I guess you are very used to use the modern medias in order to get connected to the people. So where can our listeners basically get more information from you? Is it on LinkedIn? Is it on Instagram, Facebook? Where are you?
We're everywhere. So mainly, yes, on Instagram. We try to have a lot of information on Instagram, but also Facebook, LinkedIn, of course. We have a newsletter that you can reach over our website. And
we started with Instagram, and it's a really nice way to show our colorful appearance, but we realized that LinkedIn and Co are really important too, because we don't only want to address the young people. It's just really important to have many channels. So we have our website. It's a new website now, and it's really fun that everything is kind of connected and we reach different people, and it's just a great experience to learn more and more every day.
Yeah, fantastic. And dear listeners, you have to go to the website to see the new bike. It's so colorful. It's so fantastic. When they ride through Hamburg, you immediately see oclean and you wonder what it is. So try to really figure out, that's right now the situation. But what would you say? I mean, what would be your advice to companies? What else can they do besides what they do today?
Depends on the company, but of course there are many things that everybody can start from tomorrow on. I mean, if you look at your desk situation, at the office itself, of course, separating the trash in the whole big office. I mean, not everybody needs to have their own little trash bin underneath their desk, so you can already change a lot of things in the office itself. But then, of course, the company itself can see either if they produce a product, they can see, okay, how are the logistics? What else can I do to make it all more sustainable? Do I need this plastic packaging? And I think there are a lot of questions that companies can ask themselves to make a change.
Yeah, for example, do I need to print this or not? Can we do it just digitally? Or do we have plastic bottles? Or what about the coffee situation? Do we have a good coffee machine, or just there's so many different things. It's the same as it's the same situation at home. You can just look through the office and just be aware, and that's the most important thing, I would say.
So basically, I would say the take-home message of our today's podcast is everybody can do a little, and don't be shy to start doing it from today on. It all helps our environment. It will help to create a prosperous future for our Earth. And don't wait. I mean, it's not up to the politicians or any kind of institution or the industry alone. Everybody can do something. And I do know that you organize from time to time events where people can just come together and just clean up areas or whatever. And that's really fantastic. So it was really a pleasure to have you here today. I really enjoyed it. And I would say I hope to see you soon somewhere again. I mean, at least in the next action you are planning, that I may be part of that team who's cleaning up something. It was a fantastic day, and thanks for having you.
Yes, thank you so much. And this is exactly our approach, that we want to say you can just start just how we did, and you don't need any pre-knowledge, and everybody can do a little bit. And yes, we're looking forward to see you at the next cleanup action, hopefully.
Yes, and this whole colorful appearance of your brand is just really, really nice. We can relate to this, and we look forward to just bring these colors to the world and just show that sustainability can be a great fun, and it's just important for the next generations, and it's we all have to take responsibility on that. And
so thanks for being here today. And as always, you can find our podcast everywhere, for example, in Spotify later on, as well as in Apple, and also on YouTube. And you can be sure that there will be an interesting topic next time. So just follow us if you are interested in our podcast, and you will not miss any of them. So thanks for listening, and have a great day.